Well, hello everyone, how you doing? So in this video, I'm going to talk about the last episodes of wisdom. We already did the last 3 episodes. First is the Saddha, second is the Sila, third is the Samadhi, and the last today we are going to talk about is wisdom. So to understand wisdom, we have to have a little bit kinds of knowledge and awareness about the reality. Generally, Buddha taught 2 kinds of persons. One is called a Puthujjana, one is ordinary persons, and another is Arya, who is a noble persons. Puthujjana is generally the person who doesn't know how the life came into beings, what is good or what is bad, who thinks only this life, doesn't know anything about the reality. And the Arya is the person who knows how the lives came into being in this life, and he can differentiate between the good and the bad, and he know about how the life origin in this world and how the persons maintain in this life and last life and the next lives. So wisdom is generally referred to understand how our life is existing. It is wisdom is to solve the problem of human existence. The existing problem is that our birth, old age, sickness, and death. This 4 is the main problems. This is why we have to overcome these problems, because to be born in this world, we have to suffer numerous kinds of ways. We have old age, sickness, death, and including we have kinds of cold, hunger, thirst, and all kinds of good or bad relationships, all kinds of human physically or mentally tortures. We have to suffer so many ways. This is why existence in this world is quite painful. And not only human existence, we have the lower existence also. This is called animals, and this is the worse than the human beings. And we have another way to born in the deva, celestial beings also. Quite pleasurable, but even though they have to come down when the time is up. So the wisdom is generally defined that 3 things: impermanent, suffering, and non-self. These 3 things. Impermanence, no matter how pleasures or how painful you live, you have to pass on. And suffering also, when the things is passed on, we have to suffer, that we cannot get it back again. And another is non-self, we cannot control ourselves. Whenever they are thirsty, hungry, sickness, we cannot control. We have to take the things to satisfy ourselves. This is uncontrollable. So impermanent, suffering, non-self is the key thing to understand wisdoms. There are 3 things to understand wisdoms. First is by listening, second is the thinking, and the third is the meditating. During the time of the Buddha, they didn't have a kinds of books, so they have to listen through the Buddha and then think about the reality and then meditating. These 3 things help us to understand how the lives come into beings. So guys, this is the important things to understand. Wisdom means impermanence, suffering, and non-selves, and then understand the Four Noble Truths, and then the dependent originations. These three things are quite valuable and important to understand how the life is origins and how to overcome birth, old age, sickness, and death. Because existence in this world, there are 31 planes of existence. These are the general, in short, referred as Lokia walls, conventional walls. It's always changing all the time. In order to overcome, we have to think about the Lokutra, which the Arya noble person attained by cultivating the 8 noble parts. So, to transcend from Lokia to Lokutra, we have to cultivate the noble eightfold parts all the times. So this is the important fact to understand. I wish you understand. Hopefully, see you in the next video.